The Pittsburgh Steelers made it clear coming into this year that Mitchell Trubisky will be the backup quarterback to Kenny Pickett, and Mason Rudolph will be the third guy behind him. Mitchell Trubisky has been having a good camp and all that until Friday's game came and Mason Rudolph outperformed Mitchell Trubisky. I know Mason Rudolph had more opportunities, than Mitchell. Mitchell really like a drive and a half, if you want to call it. But you have to make the best of the opportunities that you get. When you have your time to showcase your talents, you have to put it out there. No matter if it's two plays a play, you got to give it what you got. And that's what Mason did. He made the best of his opportunities. You can say he was working with third stringers or whatever stringers, but that's all he could control. He controlled what he could control, and that was his play on the field. And he had a decent game. It wasn't the best as preseason, but it was a decent game. He showed some things. He moved around. He ran for a first down, and then he made the play of the game, man. That 67-yard pass to Calvin Austin, in stride. He hit him. But Calvin can catch the ball and keep going, man. Mason, he does throw a nice deep ball. That's one thing about Mason, Steelers say they want to go deep, man. Mason can do that for you. But with all that being said, can Mason become the second quarterback, the backup behind Kenny Pickett? That's one preseason game. There's still two more left. I don't think Mason will overtake Mitchell Trubisky for the second spot if he outperforms him in the next two games. It depends on what kind of games that Mason has. If he has the same kind of games that he had, versus the Buccaneers, or maybe take it up a notch higher, and do some more things, man. What I think it will do is, I think that they're set on Mitchell being the number two guy for right now. It's preseason, Mason being around. I think if he wasn't around for so long, it might be a possibility, but just seeing him in game action, sometimes it can hurt you a little bit, because it's like, okay, this is preseason. We might have seen this before. But I do think it will shorten the leash. It will shorten the leash. Just say something happens to Kenny Pickett and Mitchell has to come in. I think his leash will be a little shorter, if Mason keeps outperforming him in the preseason, and I think it will do that. I think they will go to him a little faster, if something happens to Kenny Pickett, so that's what I think it will do. I think they're set on Mitchell being the number two guy for right now. The money wise, compensation wise, and his skill set is just like he's a backup guy. But Mason is hungry, man. Mason he went about the thing last year, professional. Was a free agent, went out there and seen what he can do. The market just wasn't there for Mason, so he ended up coming back, and he knows the system and everything, so he's going to give it his all, man. So Mitchell might want to watch out, man. Mason may overtake him for that backup spot sometime in the season. I don't think right now, it's not enough that he can do in the preseason, maybe, so, but I do think he will shorten the leash. It will shorten the leash on Mitchell Trubisky if he does have to get in there due to a Kenny Pickett injury. Hopefully not. And yeah, that's it. But Mason, he's working. As you can see, the mobility thing was one of the things that was one of Mason's weak spots. The statue stand back there, you see him when Earl Thomas hit him, but he was moving around. So, it's going to be interesting to see next two preseason games go down and see how they both perform. And then, like I said, if Mason have outperform him, you know, he's going to get more opportunities. So Mitchell's going to have to do what he does early with his opportunities, because they're not going to leave him out there as long. So he's going to have to play, put together a drive, touchdown, and you can stop all the noise. But if Mason can, you know, can continue, man, you're going to hear more and more, is Mason going to be the backup, you know? So we'll just have to stay tuned and see how that develops. And we'll see. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to get all the new videos. And until next time, I'm out.